Odilo TV here, back with another vid for you guys. Yeah, y'all, hit that subscribe. Excuse me. Hit that subscribe, like, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this reel because y'all know Odilo keeps it real. Yeah, you guys, let's get into this morning video. I won't be on here long. I have some stuff to do this morning. But let's talk about Ryan versus Tank, right? And everybody's saying, oh, they're going to fight in December or January. But if you guys don't know, the new news is Gervonta Tank Davis set for December 12th trial after judge rejects plea deal and alleged hit and run. So while everybody is talking about that, Tank Davis is going to fight Ryan Garcia in December, Tank Davis has a trial coming up in December, right? So that's just another reason that they're not going to fight. It's another reason. It's all smoke and mirrors. See, what I think that Tank Davis and what Ryan Garcia do, they have some kind of weird agreement, right? That we're going to piggyback off each other. This is what I think that Ryan and Tank Davis do. They piggyback off each other because they know that their platforms is not going to, set up the fight between each other, right? So I just feel like that, they know that they're not going to fight. So they just, they clout chase each other. They literally clout chase each other. Why would Tank Davis go and pop up on, Ryan Garcia at a party to, to talk about the things that they're going to, talk about? It's not talking about a fight. No, it's, okay, I'm going to say this and then you say that. I'm going to say this and then you say that. Right? See, it's the same thing with Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. It's the same thing. Because if people don't know that Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather are friends, then you out of the loop. Right? Why would you have a picture of your enemy up on, the west wing of the wall? A big ass mural of this guy. Floyd Mayweather, he doesn't have a mural of Manny Pacquiao. Right? Because him and Manny Pacquiao really don't get along. But him and Conor McGregor, they do. So it's, that's how I look at Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia at this point. They know they're not going to fight, right? They know they're not going to fight. And it's just clout chasing off each other to keep each other's name relevant. That's it. That's it. That's all. They clout chasing each other to keep each other's name relevant. That's it. That's all. Right? And I don't want people coming here, oh man, now why you even reporting on, Tank Davis, bro, because he got a court date in December. And what is everybody talking about? Oh, Ryan Garcia and Tank, they're going to fight either in December or January. No, they're not. And this is further proof. Tank got a trial in December. Tank is not going to be thinking about no boxing in December. He's going to be thinking about his freedom. Come on. Right? Because allegedly he hit somebody and people got injured. Right? See, allegedly he hit somebody and people got injured. So this is, this has injuries involved. I beg Mr. Gervonta Davis. I looked him in his eyes, Javari Smith said. I said, I have to get home to my daughter. I'm pregnant. He never once came over to help me. He got his things and left the scene, she said. Come on. So what's a witness there who was pregnant, allegedly, who was pregnant according to what I just read, who was pregnant, and he never helped her. He got in another car and fled the scene. Right? But this is the kind of This is how you got to behave to be popular in boxing, I guess. Yeah, you guys, but let's talk about the next, the next thing let's talk about. Let's talk about Shakur versus Robson. Shakur versus Robson. Me, I think this is going to be an entertaining fight for like, I think the whole fight is going to be entertaining. But let's just say, I think it's going to be, kind of competitive up until like the third, fourth round. And then Shakur is just going to take off. And Shakur will dominate the fight. It will be close. Me, I will say the first 5 rounds at the max. At the max, this fight will be close for the first 5 rounds. And then after the 5th round, Shakur Stevenson will take over the fight. And it will be no question that he will win the fight. I'm not saying he's going to knock down, Roberson, because Roberson is a pretty good boxer. But he will beat him. He will beat him. I mean, he will beat the man. So, it's kind of messed up that they got him coming on a Friday night. But, hey, man, it is what it is, y'all. You got to, hey, as long as you get in the bag, bro, right? If they putting you on ESPN, just regular ESPN, you put on a good show, you're going to get a bigger following. Y'all, this is how boxing used to be, right? You could go to CBS, Channel 4, you can go and watch boxing on regular TV. This is how you make a boxer popular. Pay-per-view doesn't make boxers popular, right? Like they keep talking about Earl Spence Jr. numbers, Earl Spence Jr. numbers. Earl Spence Jr. numbers is no better than Terrence Bud Crawford numbers. Right? Probably 30 to 50,000 more. That's it. Just like they reported and said that that him and Sean Porter, they did 350,000 buys. No, they didn't. They only did 165 to 170,000 pay-per-view buys. And Amir Khan versus Terrence Crawford did 125. Right? But when he fought Sean Porter, it did 165. Crawford, that is. So their numbers are around the same. This is why Earl Spence Jr., he goes around and he act like he's some super. You're not that big of a star, bro. Think about it. You can't even sell out the Dallas Stadium, and you from Dallas. Okay, now what you say, Shelton Moore, Prudential Center is a major venue, probably the only date available for Shakur. Yeah. Yeah, like that's look, and that comes into play too. You feel what I'm saying? Like stuff is packed up now. Football back, basketball about to come back, college back. It's like, bro, sports that people really care about are back. Boxing is, it's popular, but it's not as popular as college football. Let's be honest. College football dwarf boxing. And that's just college. Right? So, Shakur, don't be upset. Just, just go in there. Don't be distracted. Handle your business, man. And do what you got to do. Right? But if you guys had just stepped in, hit that like button. But this is another reason why I say Tank is not going to fight with Ryan Garcia. And here go another reason, right? We going back to Tank, since I got more people in the building. This is another reason why. See, don't y'all see that on the screen? Gervonta Tank Davis set for December 12th trial after judge rejects plea deal in alleged hit and run. Now, when is everybody saying that Gervonta Tank Davis is supposed to take on Ryan Garcia? December or January, right? So how is he going to be taking on anybody when he's going to be in trial? It's all smoke and mirrors. Like I said in the beginning of the video, it's some kind of weird thing that Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis got going on. They piggybacking off each other. They clout chasing each other to stay relevant. Gervonta Davis, he pops up on Ryan Garcia at a party while he dancing. Why? Right? Because you want to discuss how y'all going to continue to clout chase each other. Y'all not making a fight because according to Floyd, they not making another promotional company great. Right? Like De La Hoya, he has done everything. He went to Fight Hype. He praised Floyd Mayweather. He did everything that Floyd Mayweather told him to do. Right? Told him to do. And then what happens at the end of the day? He don't even answer the phone. Him and Little Ellerby, they just ignoring De La Hoya now. Come on. They wanted to make De La Hoya look like a damn fool. And he jumped. He did. He started jumping and skipping because he really wanted to fight. And they know he really wants to fight for Ryan. But they like, okay, we're going to get him to jump and skip and hop, and then we're going to stop answering the phone. Come on. That doesn't look good for Tank. No, look, because according to, when you read it, let me read a little bit. A victim in the case, however, told the judge of the serious injuries she receives as a result of his incident and expressed their feelings of a plea deal agreement being too lenient. Look, a plea deal being too lenient. So they want this man to go to jail. According to that victim, she looked Davis right in the eye and asked him for help before he instead decided to flee the scene. This is what the victim said. She said, I begged Mr. Gervonta Davis. I looked him in the eye. J.R. Smith said, I said, I have to get home to my daughter. I'm pregnant. He never once came over to help me. He got his things and left the scene, she said. The judge agreed with that the plea deal was not a sufficient enough administration of justice, and thus this case heads to trial. Davis has reportedly reached a civil settlement with three other victims from the crash, but still has a pending civil suit with Smith. She wants him to go to jail. You hear that? She got offered some money. They offered her some money in the civil suit. She said, no, that's not enough. She said that's not enough. She wants this man to go to jail. Come on. She said she looked him in the eyes and begged for help and said, I got to get home to my daughter. I'm pregnant. And she was pregnant. That's probably really, that's probably the shit that pissed her off right there. I'm pregnant and you just leave the scene like that? You know, hell has no fury like a woman scorned. Right? So this is not, hey, I'm not saying that, that Tank is going to go, but it's going to trial. So she want him to go to jail. She want to get paid and he go to jail. She want both. Come on, man. Tank, bruh. Like, why are y'all, bro? A hit and run. It's like, right, it's from 2020, but you can't pay off everybody. Everybody just don't want money. You feel what I'm saying? You can't pay off just everybody. I mean, for real. Everybody just don't want money, man. And it seems to me that she wants more than money. right? She want him to go to jail. And that's crazy, man. Like, I mean, shit, like more power to the brother. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that he gonna have some good lawyers with Floyd Mayweather, you know. So, I mean, like he should be all right. He should be all right. Okay, now we got Boo Boo Andrade, Queensbury promotion reclaims interim title fight, for November 5th. So Frank Warren, he won the purse bid with $305,000. Damn. Don't nobody want to see Boo Boo in Don't nobody want to see that fight, right? Damn, man. Like, if he could just put out $300 and something thousand and win the purse bid. So no promoters came and put up nothing. Eddie Hearn didn't put up nothing. Then nobody put up nothing. And we got Joseph Parker versus Joe Joyce coming up in December. Yeah, you guys. But let's get back to the, let's talk about the nitty gritty. Where is Spence in the PBC? Where they at? So we got a little bit over, the deadline to get this done. Where they at? Crawford has already, agreed to all the terms and all this old nonsense. Where is Earl Spence Jr. and them at? Where is Derrick James? I haven't seen these guys in the public in like a month or something, right? They behind the scenes working out, training. That's what I think. Right? They behind the scenes working out, training, hard as hell. If they doing that, I don't know, man. Like, because I never thought the fight was gonna happen, right? But once Earl Spence Jr. he started moving the goalposts, I was like, yeah, he don't want this fight, man. Because anybody who think they can beat the next person, they'll say, okay, we gonna fight next. I'm not gonna put you 5 years down the line. Why? If I think I can beat you, I'm gonna beat you right now. Get it over with. Right? But we already know what's going on, man. Like, it ain't really too much going on in boxing that's really exciting right now. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? Like, except for Eddie Hearn, he clowning Litter Ellerby. You feel what I'm saying? Man, because it was a report that the Canelo, versus Triple G fight only did 500 and something thousand, but Eddie Hearn came out and checked Dan Raphael and said, no, it did over 1 million pay-per-view buys. So I'm like, why do people hate the zone so much? That's the key. Why do people hate the zone so much? Oh man, because they said it just was gonna be free, and that's the same thing that the PBC said. It's the same shit that the PBC did. Y'all should have already knew that the zone was gonna start charging us pay-per-view money. This is how all these platforms start off, right? They start off giving you cheap boxing. They start off with the same cheap boxing, and then they want to charge you. The same shit that the PBC did. The PBC, they started off, they was giving us free boxing, right? Oh, no more pay-per-view. Now, don't you remember that? We were saying that. No more pay-per-view for the PBC. No more, no more, no more. Then, all of a sudden, what happened? Al Heyman started putting on 6 pay-per-views a year. Al Heyman and Showtime started putting on 4 or 5 like pay-per-views a year. Think about how many that they put on this year. Huh? Right? Luis Ortiz versus Charles Martin. Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios. Earl Spence Jr. versus Eudanis Ugas. Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero. Right? Andy Ruiz versus who? Louis King Kong Ortiz. And now we about to get another one from him. Who? Deontay Wilder versus who? Robert Helenius. That's 6, right? But the PBC started off giving us free fights too. But nobody's talking about the PBC. Everybody is focused on the zone. Why do people hate the zone? You can pay $100. You can get boxing all year up until the pay-per-views. What's wrong with that? That's cheaper than shit the PBC. Let's just be honest. The PBC has charged us what? $40 for Louis King Ortiz versus Charles Martin. $75 for Mario Barrios versus Keith Thurman. $75 $80 for Earl Spence Jr. versus Ugas. $75 for Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero. $75 for Andy Ruiz versus Louis King Kong Ortiz. Now, what y'all think that Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius is going to be? $75. But nobody has nothing to say. You count that up. That's more money than what the zone is charging you. Way more. Right? Because most of their fights just be on a regular platform. And then, the big fights like Canelo be having, yes, you pay a pay-per-view for that. What's wrong? Why is everybody hating the zone? Why? That's not going to make the PBC better. That's not going to make Showtime better. They still going to give us shitty-ass fights. It's not going to make them better. Okay, on a salute, Punch Coach. Salute. Shelton Moore too, brother. I apologize, brother. But like the zone is a platform like Hulu, Disney, HBO, etc. Imagine if they hit you with their movie ticket price for a new release along with the monthly subscription. It's a big difference than standalone.org. Well, yeah. But I'm just looking at it because you can pay for it for the whole year for $100 or something, right? So you get it all year for $100. And then when the pay-per-views come, yeah, you probably got to pay, $70, $80, but you already done paid the whole year $100. I don't know, man. Like, to me, that's still cheaper than the PBC. Man, because I can name like 4 fights with the PBC is $300. 4 fights, and we're about to have 6. So shit. That's another one, bro. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like, but why do everybody just hate the zone though? Like, why? Because Eddie Hearn rocking with him? Y'all really don't like the Englishman that much? This is pathetic. It's pathetic, but man, I mean, like, you feel what I'm saying? That's why Eddie Hearn, that's why he clowned the shit out of Leonard Ellaby. Name the last fight that you was involved that, that had 1 million pay-per-view buys. And don't bring up Floyd Mayweather because you wasn't even involved in that. You was holding his jock strap. You didn't negotiate no deal in that damn thing. That was all Al Heyman. Right? Tank Davis, he ain't selling he ain't doing no big pay-per-views. Tank haven't even done over 100,000 pay-per-views. So everybody saying he this big ass star. Why? Like, just because he sold out Barclay? People be living in straight delusional land. Oh man, he sold out Barclay, man. He's a star. No, he's not. Just like Earl Spence Jr. Oh man, but Earl Spence Jr., man, he's a star. But name one star. Listen. Name a star that hasn't fought in Las Vegas. When has Earl Spence Jr. fought in Las Vegas? I'll wait. Right? Now, Earl's supposed to be such a big ass star, but when has he fought in Las Vegas? I'm not talking about no little ass venue. No, I'm talking about T-Mobile Arena. I'm talking about the MGM Grand. I'm talking about all these places. When has he done that? He hasn't done it. Terrence Crawford has, though. Now go and look through his resume. Let's see when Earl Spence Jr. has fought in Las Vegas. Right now, he didn't fight Danny there. He didn't even fight Sean Porter there. He fought Sean Porter out here in California. He didn't fight Danny there. He didn't fight Mikey there. He damn sure didn't fight Eudavis Ugas there. What are we talking about here? See, this is how you know that boxing fans, they really don't understand. All the big superstars, they fight in Vegas. They can sell seats in Vegas. From the Floyd Mayweathers to the Deontay Wilders, right, to the Terrence Crawfords, come on, y'all got to think about this shit. Amir Khan versus Canelo. Canelo just was out there with Triple G. What are we talking about? Earl Spence Jr. last tickets at his fight was $35 and $40. Name a superstar whose tickets are that low. I will wait. $35 and $40 tickets for a superstar? He's supposed to be a superstar. He's not no damn superstar. They basically giving away tickets. Please come and see Earl. That's what they saying. Please come and see him, right? And if you guys even know the real truth, Jerry Jones buy all the tickets. Jerry Jones buy all the tickets. So when it looks like this many tickets has been sold, that's because Jerry Jones has already bought the tickets. And he reselling the tickets. You in a state with 30, 40 million people, but you can't even get 1 million people to look at you on pay-per-view. You can't even get 500,000. Just stop, y'all. No, we got to stop it, man. Stop living in delusional land, man. Please stop letting the PBC play with your mind. The PBC play with people's mind. Like Steven Espinoza, he come out, he mad as hell too, right? He mad as hell at Eddie Hearn, that they done did that big numbers, with Canelo and them. They didn't need our promotion, right? Canelo and them, right? Because they got a whole different fan base. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? So Canelo's going to sell. Canelo is Canelo. I mean, we got to just understand that. Triple G, he even got a big fan base. So them two coming together, yes, I could see them selling 1 million pay-per-view buys. Yes, I can see it. With us talking about the fight or not. Right? Because I really didn't talk about the fight. But they don't need my little ass channel to talk about the fight. They gonna do what they do. But, right, you see Steven Espinoza, he's coming out. He got some slick stuff to say. It's like, why are y'all all mad at the zone? Because they doing better than y'all? Because they literally doing better than y'all. Now you see Jamal Charlo, he trying to call out Triple G. You got to have $30, $40 million for Triple G to come over there, Jamal. Is Al Heyman willing to give that to Triple G, like he's willing to give it to Canelo. I doubt it. I doubt it. Right? All y'all want to call out Triple G now. Okay, I get it. I understand. Y'all been calling him out. Okay, yeah, y'all been calling him out. But you got to have the bread for him to come over there, man. And y'all know this. Al Heyman, man, Al Heyman, he just destroyed your career, Jamal. Al Heyman has destroyed your boxing career, Jamal. Making you wait around for fucking Canelo. He destroying your boxing career. You doing a waiting game, waiting for Canelo, and you ain't gonna never fight Canelo. You scared of Benavidez, obviously, is something, right? Because you're running behind your security, getting slapped, and it's like, bro, right? Obviously, you must be scared of Benavidez, right? Because you called him out, then he called you back out, then you cowardly lying out. You don't want to fight Anders Larry Lara? Lara is right there too. Fight Lara. No, but you probably remember those sparring sessions of him whooping your ass, so you don't even want to fight a 40-year-old Lara. Come on. You can't fight Caleb Plant? Y'all got all these guys over there, but you can't fight none of these guys? Right? You almost had a fight with Jaime Maguire. What happened? The PBC fucked it off. Jamal, you almost had a fight with Jaime Maguire just in March. The PBC messed it off because why? Because they don't want to share the broadcasting rights with DAZN. So they messing off your bag. They messing off your legacy because I think you can probably beat Jaime Maguire. And that would send you up. That would make you right. Look, because Jaime Maguire, he has a big fan base out here in LA too. In the Anaheim area. Orange County, Anaheim area. Yes, he has a big fan base. I done seen him, in the Angels arena. So, bro, he has a big fan base out here. If you beat him out here in California, you can gain some of his fan base. Right? And you can go up a little bit. But Al Heyman and the PBC, they destroying that because they don't want to. No, Al Heyman, Steven Espinoza, and the PBC, they destroying that because they don't want to share broadcasting rights with DAZN. They want them all for themselves, and they killing your career. You dying because of a platform, because platform gang banging. Your career is literally dying because these guys are in platform gang banging. They platform gang banging. Oh, no, man, we don't mess with them niggas over there, homie. No, man, like we'll give you this, but you can't have that, homie. What? No, we make this come together, put on a great fight, everybody get paid. Salute T-Pitch, man. Look, thank you for that information the other day, bro. Man, because I looked at that video. I did a video on it yesterday. Had the nerve to call out Bud. Yeah, I mean, come on. Then he had the nerve to call out Bud. That's just how desperate that he is. It's like, bro, you got Anders Larry Lara right there. Right? You got Caleb Plant right there. You got Benavidez right there. Right? You got Morrell. You got Morrell right there at 168. You got all these guys right there on your side of the street, but you not fighting none of them. But y'all say that it's easy to make fights with you on the PBC. Obviously, it's not. You can even try to bring up Jarrett Hurd. Where's Jarrett Hurd? Where's Swift Jarrett Hurd at? They didn't put him on the back burner. Where is he at? Right? You can even try to get James Toney to come up to, but Tony Harrison to come up to 160. Get somebody, bro. Jamal, you just sitting around decaying, bro. Your career is just straight going to the trash can. and you allowing it. You got offered $7 million by Boo Boo Andrade. You didn't even see that because Al Heyman and them, they didn't even want to show it to you. From the zone. Think about this. Man, this is platform gangbanging, and they killing these boxers' careers. And they killing these boxers' careers over platform gangbanging. And us at the boxing fans, and us as boxing fans, we just, oh man, like, man, but knowing damn well we want to see all these fights, but y'all accepting this shit, right? A lot of these PBC fanboys, they accepting this shit, and we want to see the fights. Oh man, now he need to leave. What's the name, man? Now he need to leave this. Why? He shouldn't have to leave nothing. These promoters need to get on one page and make the fucking fight so us, the consumer, can buy the fight. We are the consumers. We make these guys rich. What's so hard to understand about that? It should be our way or the fucking highway. We are the consumer. We make y'all rich. If we say we want this fight, y'all should do everything in y'all power to make the damn fight. Or unless we not fucking with you. Right? But people got platform loyalty now. People are really loyal to a platform. When has that ever been? I mean, damn, like people are actually loyal to platforms. Oh man, like, if you ain't with the PBC, man, it's what? Fuck the PBC. Fuck Top Rank. Fuck Matchroom. Fuck the Zone. We want to see fights. Well, I mean, at least that's what I thought. I thought y'all wanted to see fights, but obviously y'all don't want to see no damn fights. People want to run with narratives. People want to, you feel what I'm saying? They want to gang bang for their promotional company. Oh yeah, nigga, this PBC over here, nigga, PBC. We ain't fucking with nobody over there, homie. Nobody. We don't care if it's destroying boxers' careers. We don't care. We don't care if it's destroying boxers' careers. We don't give a damn. Come on, y'all. That's ridiculous, man. Platform gangbanging. And people love it. People actually loving this. Right? Like with Terrence Bud Crawford, everybody, bro, you got to leave Top Rank. You got to leave Top Rank. Bob Arum is the problem. Bob Arum is the problem. Leave Top Rank. Right? He leaves Top Rank. Now what? Nothing's going on. The black man treat him even worse than the white man. But he had to leave his highest guarantees. Man, and I know Crawford, bro. I would be pissed. I'd be like, bro, hey, check this out, homie. You was getting high, bro. You was the highest guaranteed welterweight. And you left that trying to get a fight with a dude you should have knew didn't want to fight you for 4 or 5 years. You should have knew he didn't want to fight you. And Bob Arum been told you that. He don't want to fight. He just don't want to fight. He just don't want to fight you. But you steady pushing the issue. Change. Bruh, I don't understand. Like, just to try to prove a point to who? To dudes who don't like you anyway? Crawford trying to prove a point to people who gonna make up excuses when he beats Spence. They don't like you anyway. But you still trying to prove something to these people. Okay. Come on, man. Yep. But this is how boxing is, man. It got promotional game banging. Everybody hate the zone, like, because I look at a few channels and, oh man, like the zone, they need to go. The zone. It's like, why? Why do the zone need to go? Why? Shit, like they giving us boxing just like everybody else. Shit, like sometimes I like to look at the UK dudes box. Sometimes I like to look at people in other countries box. Like, what's wrong with that? It ain't all about fucking America. Boxing just don't revolve around America. Like, what's up with people? Shit, it got some very good boxers in other countries. Yes, it does. If you look, it got very good boxers in other countries. Boxing just don't revolve around America. Broaden your horizon. Start looking at these dudes in other countries. Start looking at other, people in other countries box. Right? Come on, man. Like, because this is just ridiculous. Oh man, but Showtime. Oh man, but Showtime, man. Like, but Showtime is trash. Ever since HBO went left, Showtime is sewer juice. Keep it a buck. It's trash. They not even selling 40,000 pay-per-views on Showtime. They not doing nothing on Showtime. Tank doing 70, 80,000. The Lewis King Kong Ortiz fight versus versus Ruiz, they did about 30,000, 40,000. Charles Martin versus Ortiz, like 25,000. Keith Thurman, like 30,000. Like, come on, bro. They doing all these trash ass numbers. Earl Spence Jr. versus Udanis Ugas. They said it did 270. No, it really only did like 125,000. Come on. Tank versus Rolly, like they said it did, they said it did 200 and some thousand. No, it did under 90,000. It did under 100,000. Come on, but they can just easily just throw out numbers. The PBC and Showtime, they just trickle out numbers to these reporters, and then these reporters, oh yeah, like, oh no, my sources, my sources have told me. No, you got it from Steven Espinoza, motherfucker. You didn't get it from no source. Steven Espinoza gave you these little trickle numbers for you to trick it out to the media. Then we soak it up as, consumers, as boxing fans. And then people, they go and run with these narratives like these numbers are real. Oh man, but Tank Davis, he sold 270,000. No, he didn't. Stop lying. Anybody with common sense would know damn well no Tank ain't sold no 270,000 pay-per-views and no damn Rolly. Leo Santa Cruz is more popular than him, and he didn't even sell that with Leo. Man, but Pitbull Cruz numbers were so bad, they didn't even release nothing. Right, because the numbers were so bad, it probably was in the 20s. The 20,000, pay-per-view range, 40,000. People need to stop, man, just believing this stuff. Why? Man, because you want to believe it, right? You want to feel like that this guy is just a big old superstar. I know, I understand. Oh man, like Tank, he's just a superstar. Earl Spence Jr., he's just a big old superstar, right? Shit, but Terrence Crawford, man, he haven't been built up right, man. But they numbers is only separated by 30, 40,000. And the only reason that Earl Spence Jr., he's selling so many tickets is because Jerry Jones buying them. The only reason that he's selling these tickets in Dallas is because Jerry Jones, he buying up all the tickets and reselling them. Come on, bro. It's hilarious, man. It's really hilarious. And who's to say that's what Floyd Mayweather didn't do at Barclay? Who's to say that they didn't do that at the Barclay? Buy up Tank Davis tickets to make it look like a sold out sellout. I mean, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Man, but boxing is so ridiculous, man. How people they just grab onto a narrative and oh man, like, oh man, this is true. This true. No, it's not true. It's BS. And if you've been doing your research, you would know it's BS. Right? Let's see if we can look this up. Hold on. See if we can look this up. Let's see if we could get right to it. Is this the article? Yeah, this is the article. Okay, and here go the article, you guys. See who's that plane going over. Planes be loud as hell over here. Well, let's look at it. Man, like, it'd be a damn shame that I got to keep on showing this stuff over and over and over and over again. Right? Over and over and over again. Now look at the date. July 16th, 2014. Espinoza explained Showtime position on pay-per-view numbers. And we just gonna get to the meat and potatoes. Espinoza said the network will only release figures if it's a huge record setter. If we break 2.5 million buys, but the normal course of business will be to withhold the numbers, he said. I don't think it's particularly healthy, he said, of having pay-per-view results released to the public. We just decided we didn't want to particularly feed into it anymore. This is what Steven Espinoza said out of his mouth. The network will only release the figures if it's a huge record setter. If we break 2.5 million buys, but the normal course of business will be to withhold the numbers, he said. I don't think it's particularly healthy, he said. He said, of having the pay-per-view results released to the public. So all these numbers y'all seeing coming out is bullshit. It's just something to trick out to y'all so y'all can eat it up. Because who has passed 2.5 million buys? None of these dudes on the damn PBC. None of them. So Steven Espinoza just a damn weasel who just talking to y'all. He released these numbers to the Dan Raphaels, to the Mike Coppingers. He just released little bullshit numbers, and they come out to us, and they say that these numbers are this and this and this, like via our sources. Via our sources told us that the pay-per-view numbers did this, that the pay-per-view numbers did that. And then what we do, we go and look at Mike Coppinger, Dan Raphael, Larry Prattmeyer, and we take that stuff and then we put it down as truth when it's all smoke and fucking mirrors. Bro, like the sooner y'all catch on, man, the sooner that the sooner that they'll stop playing with your head. The sooner that you catch on to these suits, Steven Espinoza, the PBC, all these guys, right? The reason that I believe, the numbers with the reason that I believe the numbers with what's the name? With Eddie Hearn them is because they had a press conference on it. It was a press conference. They didn't say my sources. They didn't leak it out through a damn reporter. No, they had a press conference on it. So it came from DAZN. That's the difference. Now, name the last time that Steven Espinoza, they had a press conference on the pay-per-view numbers from the PBC. They don't. They just trickled it out through Dan Raphael, Mike Cappinger, Let Pagmeyer, like whoever. They just trickled it out through a damn reporter. That reporter puts it on their Twitter or their Instagram or something like that. They puts it on there and said via sources say that this fight sold this and this and this and this. And then us as YouTube channels, we get it and then we put it out there as truth. The whole time it's smoke and mirrors. They lying. And Bob Arum, he been telling us that. Al Heyman is messing up the game by putting out all these fake numbers. He's messing up the game. He's making these dudes feel like they bigger stars than what they are. Right? Because Earl Spence Jr., he don't really see the real numbers. Gervonta Tank Davis, they don't see the real numbers. So they really thinking that they these dudes. They really think they the man. Man, I hope y'all get it. And the reason that the PBC and Showtime do this because they want to, they want a high sign on Top Rank. They want a high sign on DAZN. They want a high sign on all these, on all these, right, on all these other promotional companies when it's all smoke and mirrors and bullshit. They not giving out you they not giving you the real numbers, and they will never give you the real numbers. Unless it's 2.5 million or better, like Steven Espinoza said. If it's a record breaker, a record setter, I bet you that they do a press conference on it. I bet you that they won't leak that through no Dan Raphael or no Mike Coppinger. I bet. You will hear that straight from Steven Espinoza. Come on, man. Stop falling for it. Right? Stop falling for it. Earl Spence Jr., Tank Davis, they actually think that they are some big-ass superstars, but they don't really know that they're not really selling that much. They're not really selling that much. They're around the same. All these boxers are around the same. They're around the same. I mean, come on. Nobody bigger than nobody really at this point. They around the same. So, man, like as soon as that we, as soon as the boxing fan, as soon as we figure that out, as soon as people stop, promotional gang banging, right? Start going with this promotional call. Oh, yeah, PBC or nothing, homie. PBC or nothing, homie. Man, but why does DAZN even over here anyway? Why they can, man, but how could they do this and they still charge us? Why is the PBC still doing it and they still charge us? The PBC, they started off as a free platform too. People forget that. People forget that they said that pay-per-view was going to die. The PBC said that. The PBC said, no more pay-per-view, that you're going to get fights on free TV. They said that. Right? What the hell happened? Here we go. Tripping. Did you see how that just tripped out? Yeah, man. So I guess my shit tripping on out, man. So the PBC, right? They said that. They said it. Now what they doing? Now what is the PBC doing now? And what they been doing? They charging us 6 pay-per-views a fucking year. 4 or 5. Man, like from 4 to 6 pay-per-views a year you getting out of the PBC in Showtime. And nobody's saying a word about that. Fights that we should just be getting on regular Showtime, they putting it on pay-per-view. And people are still praising that. But people want DAZN gone. It's like, why? Shit, that's just another avenue for us to look at boxing. Why you want DAZN gone? Damn. I know that people be, you know, like real patriotic, and it's like, but come on, bro. It's boxing. Of course they was gonna charge us pay-per-view. Duh. Duh. Of course they was. Everybody else do. Everybody else charges pay-per-view. Why the hell you think they wouldn't? The PBC started off as a free thing. They charging us pay-per-view. Top Rank, at least he be trying to put his fights on ESPN, but what he tried to do with Terrence Bud Crawford, try pay-per-view. That's why Crawford, he should have just stayed on regular ESPN. If it was, I mean, like up to me, fuck pay-per-view. Stay on regular ESPN. You be known by the world. You still getting your bag. Fuck pay-per-view. Everybody can't be Floyd. Right? Everybody is not Floyd. Stay on stay on regular ESPN. Get all the eyes on you. You become a global goddamn star. You know, I mean, like, and it wouldn't really even matter about pay-per-view at that point. Right? But everybody want to be Floyd. Everybody, it's like, bro, I'm gonna leave it there, you guys, man, because it's obvious somebody fucking with my, with my live. So I'm gonna leave it there, man. But stop being bamboozled by these people, man. We are the consumer. We make boxing go round. If it wasn't for us, these guys would just be fighting. Two dudes in an alley fighting. That's it. That's it. That's all. And the last thing I will say on this, stop falling for the Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, piping a banana in the tailpipe routine. Stop falling for this, man, because I'm starting to figure out that these guys, they clout chasing each other to stay relevant. They know they're not going to fight. They know they're not going to fight. They friends. I think that Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia are really friends behind the scene. They friends. And stop falling for it, man. Stop falling for them going, oh yeah, man, we're going to fight on December. Well, then if you're going to fight on December, Tank Davis has a trial in December. Right? His trial starts in December. So that's just going to be another excuse. Oh, well, Tank, man, man, he has a trial, man, so he ain't going to be able to fight Ryan, even though they wasn't going to fight anyway. Come on, man. Y'all man, but people, they just going to keep on falling for it. They going to keep on falling for it, right? That's why boxing promoters call the boxing fans dumb as rocks. Because they could just say some shit out of their mouth and we gonna soak it up and run with it. Even though the writing is on the wall. Jaime Maguire, he was on what? DAZN / Golden Boy. Jamal Charlo is what? With the PBC and Showtime. Did they fight? Did they fight? No. And why didn't they fight? It wasn't because of no money. It wasn't because of no venue. It wasn't because of no ring size. They didn't fight because of broadcasting rights. DAZN wanted some of the broadcasting rights in America. And PBC Showtime said, hell no. You can have the Mexico ones. You can have the UK ones. But when it comes down to America broadcasting, no, you can't get none of that. So what in the hell do people think is going to happen with Ryan Garcia, who's on what? DAZN / Golden Boy. Tank Davis, who's on what? TMT / what? Showtime, which is under the same umbrella as PBC, like Floyd Mayweather said. What do people think is going to happen? They can come up to all the agreement that they want. But if DAZN don't get no broadcasting rights in America, what's going to happen? If the PBC don't want to give up no broadcasting rights in America, what's going to happen? The same goddamn thing. The fight not going to happen. And do we think that the PBC is going to give up broadcasting rights in America to DAZN, another platform who they shit on every day? No. Stop falling for this shit, people. Stop falling for this banana in the tailpipe routine. It's a pattern. It's literally a pattern at this point, and people are still falling for this shit. It's a pattern. It just happened in March of this year. With a Hispanic and a black fighter. Ryan is Hispanic, Tank is a black fighter. They both on the same damn thing, and y'all gonna still fall for it. Oh yeah, man, but Ryan Daddy said it's gonna happen. When did Ryan Daddy say that? Did he say that in the beginning of the year? Did he say it in June? When did he say that? Drop a link. Right? Is that video old as hell? Right? Because these guys who report this stuff, they don't never give you no link. They don't never say where they really got it from. Right? They never give you no information. Like you could come here and I just put the article up on the damn screen. But I be capping. I'm capping though. The dude who put the shit up on the screen for you to read for yourself. The dude who tell you to go and do your own research. You feel what I'm saying? I even tell my subscribers, drop the link. Man, if you got the link, drop it. Let everybody go and look at it. I'm capping though. But the dudes who don't show you shit, the dudes who just say my sources, right? The dudes who just say my sources and they can read off of, and they just read some shit. They don't give you no links, no nothing. They the truth. You believe them. Oh, I know why you believe them, right? Because they got more subscribers, huh? Oh, they got more subscribers, man. So they got to be telling the truth. Yep. But I can put an article like this up on the thing right here, proving that Steven Espinoza said he doesn't even release numbers to the public. Proving. This man said this shit 8 years ago. We just gonna start releasing numbers to the public. So all these numbers that y'all getting is just bullshit. It's not real numbers. Because basically what he said, the only real numbers we're going to release if it's record breaking. And nobody has broke a record since Floyd Mayweather been there. So what the? But y'all going to still keep on believing, the banana in the tailpipe routine. Y'all going to still fall for it. Y'all going to keep on falling for it. Right? Just like I told y'all I've been telling y'all for years. Terrence Crawford is a threat to the PBC. That's why they don't want to fuck with him. Oh, man, but what you mean? Oh, man, you capping. How am I capping? He's a threat to the whole fucking promotional company at 147 and 154. He's a threat. If he beats Errol Spence Jr., he takes all the belts. Okay, then he got to go on a rematch, right? And then still take more or less. But nobody's saying nothing about that, even though he's supposed to get more. But okay, he signed up for it. He's willing to do it. But even if he beats Earl Spence Jr. twice, what's going to happen? What's going to happen with Terrence Bud Crawford? He's going to drop the belts, vacate all the belts at 147. And then who's going to go after the belts? Every fucking body. Do y'all understand that? Because all the belts are going to be free. It's going to be a free for all. And that'll be a way to get the control from PBC at 147. Because the PBC, the only thing they have at 147 is 3 titles. That's it. Right? And dudes with name recognition. That's it. But if they didn't have those titles there, what the hell would the PBC be? It'd just be dudes fighting round robin fights. Facts. But I've been saying this, but I hear other platforms talking about it now. You feel what I'm saying? Plus, he risked the Texas market. Spence got something good going on in Texas, right? Jerry Jones bought the tickets. You feel what I'm saying? Like they could put on the illusion that he's a star and all. Come on. Man, he got something good going on. Crawford can destroy that. Crawford could destroy that. He can destroy the whole thing they got going on at the PBC. People don't even understand that. With one fight, he can destroy the PBC. With one fight. If he go in there, he beats the hell out of Earl Spence Jr. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? He's going to take all the belts, and then we're going to be waiting on Earl Spence Jr. to, maybe, probably accept a rematch. It depends on how bad he get beat. Let's say Terrence Crawford go up in there, beat the hell out of this man, knock him out. Do you think Earl Spence Jr. going to want a rematch? Do you think he's going to want a rematch? Hell no. He's not going to want a rematch. And then what's going to happen? Terrence Bud Crawford is going to be free to do whatever he wants to do. And we already know what he's doing. He's going after the cheerleader in Jamal Charlo. He's going to vacate the belts. And who's going after the belts? Eddie Hearn, Bob Arum, Oscar De La Hoya. Whoever can get their fucking hands on a belt is going after the belts, bro. And they going to try to get the WBC, the WBA, the WBO, the IBF. People just going to be trying to snatch up belts to take control from the PBC. And Al Heyman knows that. He's a chess player. Al Heyman know that. Salute, Smitty. Al Heyman knows that, people. That's just common sense. Al Heyman ain't a fucking dummy. He know that. Why you think that they lowballed this man to the extreme of him not really wanting to take the fight? They didn't think he was going to take it. They don't want him to take it. They never wanted him to take it. He's a threat to our whole industry at 147 and at 154. Right? Because if he do that, he could just hold on to the WBO belt. He could drop the rest of the belts. It's a free-for-all for those belts. Bam. Then he going to vacate the WBO. He going to go up to 154, and he automatically becomes a mandatory for who? For Jermell Charlo belts. And what Jermell Charlo going to do? He's going to vacate the WBO title. Easy peasy. To get up out of that. Vacate the title now. We still got 3 titles over here. And Crawford will be in the same situation that he's in right now. No different, bro. Okay, now what you say, Smitty? What up, bro? I'm late. I just got off work. When it went in at 10 p.m. Pass out. Was a blood? Nah, bro. Like they haven't announced nothing, bro. No, they haven't announced nothing, man. Like, I'm just really just talking about these people, with these promotional gangbangers. Right, it got a lot of promotional gangbangers online, bro. Like they be capping for promotional companies. Like, are you getting paid from these dudes? If you get paid from that promotional company, hey, I can't say nothing about it, man. Right? Because you got to have their best interest in mind. I really can't say nothing. But if you're not getting paid for them, why the fuck are you capping for them? Why is everybody capping for the PBC like they the best platform? The PBC is a trash platform. It's trash. It's a trash platform. Let's just keep it a buck. They are literally over there killing Jamal Charlo's career. They killing this man's career. And nobody has nothing to say. Yeah, like Jamal Charlo, yes, he could have other fights. Yes, he could fight these other fights. But obviously, Al Heyman and PBC, they really don't want him to have these fights. They waiting for fucking Canelo. They waiting for Canelo. They destroying Jamal Charlo's career for Canelo, right? And he's going along with it, right? Because they so loyal to Al Heyman. Come on. He's just going along with the get along. Bro, like, I don't understand. Oh, man, promotional game. Oh, man, like the zone, they need to go. Why? Why, man? Because they charging us pay-per-view money now? So? Everybody else charging us. They need to go too. Especially Al Heyman now, right? Because this is going to be their 6th pay-per-view this year. 6! This is going to be their... No! 7! Let's just put it in perspective. Because if we get the Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford fight, that's 7 pay-per-views in 1 year. And y'all talking crazy. Like they not... People talking like the PBC not trying to milk the hell out of our pockets. Bro, is you out your damn mind? Louis King Kong Ortiz versus Charles Martin, pay-per-view. Mario Barrios versus Keith Thurman, pay-per-view. We got Errol Spence Jr. versus Udanis Ugas, pay-per-view. We got Tank Davis versus versus Rolly Romero, pay-per-view. We got Louis King Kong Ortiz versus Ruiz, pay-per-view. We got Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius, pay-per-view. And then we'll have Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr., pay-per-view. That's 7 fucking pay-per-views. 7 in 1 year, and people complaining about the zone. Shut up. Shut the hell up. And you complaining about the zone, but the PBC, they could just try to run through our fucking pockets. 7 pay-per-views in a year. 7. Right, and the cheapest one was what? $40? $50? 7. Think, bruh. Man, and I'd probably be missing a fight or two. 7 pay-per-views with people capping for the PBC like they not trying to rob the fan. 7 pay-per-views at $75, almost a piece. Oh yeah, I said that was the first one I said. That was at the beginning of the year, Smitty. That was at the beginning of the year. We got Charles Martin versus Ortiz. We got we got Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios. We got Errol Spence Jr. versus Udanis Ugas. We got Gervonta Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero. We got Louis King Kong Ortiz versus Andy Ruiz. We about to have Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius. And then if they make the fight with Errol Spence Jr. versus Crawford, that's 7 pay-per-views in 1 year. 7. And half of those fights shouldn't have even been on fucking pay-per-view. Charles Martin versus Louis King Kong Ortiz is not a pay-per-view fight. Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios is not a pay-per-view fight. Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero is not a pay-per-view fight. Louis King Kong Ortiz versus Ruiz is not a pay-per-view fight. Robert Helenius versus Deontay Wilder is not a pay-per-view fight. So 5 out of the 7 fights shouldn't have even been on fucking pay-per-view. Errol Spence Jr. versus Udanis Ugas, yes, that should have been on pay-per-view. Earl Spence Jr. versus Crawford. Yes, that should be on pay-per-view. That's the only two fucking fights that should be on pay-per-view this year for the PBC and Showtime. The only two. And they both involve Earl Spence Jr. That's the only two fights that we should get for pay-per-view this year. But no, they gave us 5 extra ones that should have been on regular Showtime. And people are capping for the PBC like they showing you love. Fuck the PBC, bruh. Like they showing you some love. Oh, man, the PBC is the greatest, baby. They the greatest. But they, bruh, think about that money that you just spent. Think about the money that you just spent. Think about it. Right? But isn't the zone like $100 a year? Right? $100 and something a year? Okay, then they charge you one pay-per-view for, you know, for a Canelo fight. Okay, that's $80. So that's only $180, right? $200 at the max. Now count up all the pay-per-views from PBC. Even if it go up to $300, the PBC still got it topped. Even if it go up to $4, the PBC still got it topped. Still making you pay more. But people capping for the PBC, right? Man, because most of the people, they don't even pay for the fights anyway, right? They just use a Fire Stick. That's crazy. They need to go back to free TV. Nah, bro, like the PBC, remember, they started off on free TV. They pulled the wool over everybody's eyes. Oh, yeah, man, we're going to give you free fights. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. What happened a year later? Start putting on pay-per-view at the pay-per-view at the pay-per-view at the pay-per-view. And nobody has nothing to say. Why? Oh, man, because it's ran by Al Heyman, man. He's a black man, right? He gets a pass. Yeah, man, you know, just give Al Heyman a pass. Right? Like he gonna run up our pockets, but just give him a pass. Right? But people got something to say about the zone. Okay, the zone put on a pay-per-view with who? With Canelo twice this year? And who else was on pay-per-view? And at least he's fighting, you know, some kind of competition. Mario Barrios versus Keith Thurman is a regular Showtime fight, but they want to make you pay $75 for it. Louis King Kong Ortiz versus Charles Martin is really a Showtime. It's really just a regular Showtime fight, but they want to make you pay $40, $50 for it. But everybody capping for the PBC though, bro. Like, add up the money that I just put. Man, at least 4 of those fights, 5 of those fights, $75. Right? 4 out of the 5 fights, at least $75. Man, so that's $300. With 4 fights, that's $300. Right? With the last one, that's like $450. With like $350 right there. Then we got 2 more coming. Right? With Robert Helenius and Deontay Wilder. What you think they're gonna charge you for that fight? Huh? $75, $79, right? And then if we get, you know, the Earl Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford fight, which is really a pay-per-view fight, what you think they're gonna charge you for that? PBC running it up and people just giving them a pass. Running our pockets, man. They running our pockets. But, you know, like most of the people, they don't pay for it anyway. You know, they stream it anyway. Yeah, you guys, but I'm going to leave it right there. It's time to make some breakfast, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all, you know, coming through. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button before y'all get up out of here. And, you know, I'm just going to keep it real. You know, I'm just going to talk my talk. I know that my channel probably stay little, you feel what I'm saying? Because I talk too much, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I talk too much real on here, right? And people, they don't want to hear the real. People just want to run with narratives. That's all it's about. People don't like to hear the real. They like to hear a narrative, something they can run, you know, and get online and argue about, right? That's it. That's all. But salute to every last one of y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm gone.